NBA Insider predicts Lakers cut ties with $32 million wing ahead of trade deadline. Hey, basketball fans! Welcome back to the channel. Today, we've got a huge update regarding the Los Angeles Lakers and their plans ahead of the February 6 NBA trade deadline. The Lakers, as always, are expected to be major players, and with the Western Conference being as stacked as it is, the team is facing some tough decisions. But there's one prediction that has caught the attention of many. NBA Insider Zach Harper suggests that the Lakers could very well part ways with a promising wing player, Max Christie, who has a team-friendly deal but might be included in a trade package. Now, Max Christie, at just 21 years old, has shown plenty of promise, and his shooting has been reliable. He's definitely a player that could develop into a valuable rotation guy for any team, but with the Lakers' current roster situation, he's somewhat buried on the depth chart. With LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and new acquisition Dorian Finney-Smith ahead of him, it's clear that playing time could be an issue, especially as the Lakers try to improve their roster for a playoff push. So, the big question is, why would the Lakers be looking to trade a young player with a promising future? Let's break it down. As we know, the Lakers have been active on the trade front this season. After making that deal with the Brooklyn Nets for Dorian Finney-Smith, the Lakers still find themselves struggling in a crowded Western Conference. Currently sitting at 2-3, they've been trying to find the right pieces to put around LeBron James and Anthony Davis to make another championship run. The problem is, with big contracts tied up in LeBron and AD, and the recent trade of D'Angelo Russell, balancing the salary cap has become a tricky situation. But as always, the Lakers are a team that isn't afraid to make bold moves, especially when they're looking to compete for a championship. As the trade deadline approaches, there are whispers around the league that the Lakers could move Max Christie, along with his affordable contract, to help them bring in a more established player. In fact, Harper mentioned that Max Christie's deal, which runs through the 2027-28 season at a total of $24.8 million, makes him a perfect candidate to be included in a larger trade. This is a guy who has a lot of potential, but the Lakers may find that they need to make a bigger swing if they want to really shake up their roster and make a serious push for the postseason. So, who exactly would the Lakers be targeting if they trade Max Christie? Well, there are plenty of options. From solid role players who can contribute right away to potential all-stars who could make an immediate impact, the Lakers could have several avenues to explore. We know that they're looking to shore up their shooting and defense, and while Dorian Finney-Smith is a solid addition, the Lakers may feel the need to bring in someone who can offer more of an offensive punch. In this case, Max Christie could be the player they look to move in order to add that piece. But let's not forget about the other factors in play here. For one, the Lakers have been struggling to find consistent shooting outside of LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Christie, with his reliable shooting touch, could certainly help address that need, and there is no doubt that the Lakers have been impressed by his development. Averaging an efficient 8.1 points per game this season, he's shown that he can be a valuable asset in the right system. However, as we all know, the Lakers roster is loaded with talent, and it's hard to get consistent minutes when you're behind players like LeBron, Rui Hachimura, and now Finney-Smith. It's a situation where, unfortunately, Christie might find himself the odd man out. But let's look at Christie's potential for a moment. Despite being buried on the depth chart, Max Christie still has a lot of upside. He's just 21 years old, and with his combination of shooting, defense, and athleticism, he could turn into a solid role player in the league. His contract is also a big factor here, a deal that's friendly for any team looking to add him into their plans. With the Lakers already tied up with big contracts for LeBron and AD, moving Christie could help them balance the books while still bringing in a valuable player. It's not just about the present, though the Lakers are thinking long-term. If they do decide to move Max Christie, they're likely to target players who can contribute not only in the short term but also in the long run. They've already made a significant move by acquiring Finney-Smith, but if they want to really position themselves as championship contenders, they might need to make another move before the deadline. That's where Christie comes into play. Now, there's a lot of speculation around this trade deadline. The Lakers could be making a move for another all-star, or they could be looking to fill in the gaps with more role players who can provide depth and balance to their roster. Either way, Max Christie's name has been brought up as a potential trade asset, and it wouldn't be surprising to see him included in a larger deal if the Lakers decide to make a move before February 6. As for Christie's future, it's hard to say exactly where he'll end up. He's shown a lot of promise, and there are several teams around the league that could use a player like him. But if the Lakers decide to make a move, it could be the right time for both sides to part ways. Christie will still have a bright future in the NBA, and he's shown that he can be a valuable contributor to any team. So, with the February 6 trade deadline quickly approaching, the Lakers are in a position where they have some tough decisions to make. Will they move Max Christie in order to bring in another piece to their roster? Or will they hold on to him and continue to develop his potential? The next few weeks will be crucial for the Lakers, and it will be interesting to see how they approach the trade deadline. But one thing is for sure, the Lakers are not afraid to make moves when it comes to building a championship-caliber roster. Whether it's adding a role player like Finney-Smith or making a bigger trade for an established star, the Lakers will continue to be aggressive in their pursuit of another title. And with LeBron James still playing at an incredibly high level and Anthony Davis looking as dominant as ever, the Lakers are just one or two moves away from being back in the championship conversation. Max Christie, for all his promise, might just be a piece that the Lakers move in order to take that next step. So, what do you think, guys? Do you think the Lakers should trade Max Christie ahead of the deadline, or should they keep him and let him develop into a key piece of the future? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on all things Lakers, NBA trade rumors, and everything basketball related. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.